Hi, I'm Aeon. This is a video. I'm really consistent with the last 60% of the level. That's the thing. Like, if I can pass the wave, I'm very consistent with 43 to 100. I haven't done 43 to 100, but you get the point. Like, I'm consistent with 43 to 70, and 70 to 100 I can potentially do. It's just, how the f do I get the 43? See, okay, yes, this is first half heavy, but also no, it's not. Because 70 to 100 is, like, in my opinion at least, by far the hardest part, or the hardest segment of the level, which takes up 30% of the second half. But then we also have stuff like the wave 13 to 16 and all that stuff in the first half that makes the first half insanely hard. And 45 to 70 is like the easiest segment of the level. So yeah, it's first half heavy, but at the same time, it's not really first half heavy, if that makes sense. No audio in the ad. What is that? Hello? That sounds awful. Oh, that kind of audible. For some reason, I was like, wait, there's no sound? When it said audible, I was like, oh, why is there no sound on your ad? What is that? That's creepy as fuck. I thought you were just sitting there watching an ad with no audio, just image. It was just like... That sounds weird, dude. But you meant Audible as in the company. I'm fucking stupid, dude. I feel like the most effective ad Amazon could ever pull out, by the way, to make people subscribe with or subscribe to their Amazon Prime subscription is by advertisements on Twitch would just be a dude standing fully white background, a guy standing there in a suit, like kind of like looking down, so like kind of menacing, and he's over 30 seconds, his smile gets bigger and bigger and bigger. There's no audio. And at the very end, there's just a get Amazon Prime with a period at the end. Just a get Amazon Prime, nothing else. Because with Prime, you don't actually get ads on Twitch. So people would just get Prime, so they would never have to see that advertisement ever again. It would be nightmare fuel, but people would never want to watch it again, and therefore they subscribe for it. Why did your teachers sneak in a goat into your classroom? What the f does that mean? I think we skipped a couple chapters here, Vertical. How? Why? What? First of all, what class? Second of all, why? To be fair, FNM, I would be more concerned if the goat was dead. Like, why do they drag in a goat carcass into the classroom? Zoology, but you just snuck it in? Oh, God. Do you guys have to kill the goat? I feel like that would be kind of traumatizing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, one thing is dissecting an animal, another thing is just murdering it. We got a new best, though. We got to the wave. I'm happy with that, at least. That was very expected, because that wave is, like, impossible. But we got a new best. We're getting closer to the 40s. PogChamp. Your teacher poured ethanol all over the floor and set it on fire. Oh my God. I just imagine like, okay, class, today we're going to be learning about flammables. As he just pours gasoline around the students and like, good luck. As the teacher just leaves the classroom. Oh, that's beautiful. Dude, that is such an insane image. No wonder they called Mr. Carson for Mr. Arson. Now I understand. As you sit there burning. Oh, that's wild. I wish my teacher did something like that. We did make an explosion in our classroom once. That was fun. We set off the fire alarm as we made like a mini bomb. But that's not as funny as setting the fucking floor on fire. What did that happen at my school with some kids threatening to kill the principal? That's just kind of brutal. Okay, so for reference, right? For reference, I went to the oldest school in Norway. Like my high school is the oldest school in Norway. It was established in 1082. This is important to the story. Okay, this is important to the story. So it's called Trondheim Cathedral School, or Cathedralis Nidarosiensis, as it's so called in Norse. Yes, it has a Norse name. It was named during the Viking Age. Anyway, you would think a cathedral school would be all nice and happy, right? So in Norway, we have this thing, where when we're graduating, we're this thing called Rus, where we spend like a month straight drinking to celebrate. Yeah, it's just as unhealthy as it sounds. And in my city, you're not allowed to have this thing or you're not allowed to get baptized on school grounds. Baptized in this context means that you get shot in the head with like a water gun filled with vodka. That's a thing, yeah. My school was the only school in the entire city that was allowed to have our baptism on school grounds because the vice principal joined us drinking. He was just there, bro, taking shots with us. Fucking hilarious. Love the vice principal, dude. Absolute legend. What do you mean childhood? I was 19 years old, bro. It was 2 years ago. I was a child. I took vodka shots at like 7. You're right. Forgot. My bad. One of my teachers burnt the roof of the classroom and set fire to a tea towel by accident in an experiment. What is it with your school and just burning shit? Like, what is it with your school and just setting things on fire? I don't get it. Like, I feel all of your stories about school is just, yeah, they set this thing on fire. Oh yeah, in 6th grade, so like literally like 10 years ago, they had to call in like the fire department, like the entire fire department, because they thought the entire school was gonna burn down, because some dude, after gym class, we went into like the long recess, so like lunch break, some dude set the trash can on fire, like seriously caught on fire to the point where they had to get in the entire fire department because they thought the school was gonna burn down. That happened as well. That was interesting. Trash can was like one of those big trash cans filled with paper. So like things just flew around. Other things caught slightly on fire as well. So they had to get like a lot of shit so that it would not burn down the school. Yeah, children setting trash cans on fire, that's a classic. No one almost set your school on fire by burning a trash can? What kind of a childhood did you have, dude? Oh, what a legend. He didn't want to have an English test, so he just set the fire alarm off. Only thing in our school is that there's one toilet block that gets the stall doors ripped the fuck off at hinges regularly. How do your bathroom stall doors just continuously get ripped off? Like, one thing is just them getting like graffitied or just like punched, but like straight up ripped off? How? Who collects bathroom stall doors? Why does anyone collect bathroom stall doors? We got 40 though. We got to 40. We're in the new number. Pog champ. 1% better, smiley face. 1% better. I think today's gonna be a very good progress day though. I think that we can make some significant work today. Guitar's not scary. Guitar doesn't bite. He's 5'4", dude. How can guitar be scary? He's literally 5'4". Come on. Are you saying you're scared of a 5'4" Spanish man? SMH, bro. I'm not lying. You are 5'4". You're what, like 161 centimeters or something? I really fucking... Wait, how tall are you again, guitar? How tall are you? You're what? You're like 161 or whatever, right? Like, tell me your height in centimeters, please. You're not fucking 170. I refuse to believe you're 170. Okay, we're meeting midway, okay? Okay, you are 5'6". Fuck. Whatever. Doesn't matter. What do you mean always been? Dude, in every picture you're with someone else, you're like a head shorter than everyone. Canonically speaking, you are 5'4". Realistically speaking, you may be 5'6", but canonically, you're 5'4". I knew that was gonna happen. That is the best attempt I could have gotten a new best, by the way. I got a new best while bullying GuitarHeroStyles. This is the best day ever. See, that's a great YouTube title. AeonAir gets a new best on Rust while bullying GuitarHeroStyles. Beautiful. Perfect. You'll never know the feeling of grabbing something off the top shelf. True. I mean, you can't complain, right? What have we done this stream? We've talked about random shit. We've talked about arson. We've talked about bullying GuitarHeroStyles. Oh, fantastic stream. Oh, we made it to 50. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, 52 is at a shit death row. I'm so happy I made it past the halfway point, dude. It must have been 5'6". I don't know why people care so much about height. I feel like height is just a thing that people care about because we're conditioned to think that height is important because of like social standards and shit. Like the only reason why people are like, oh, if you're not a tall man, then you suck is because we're conditioned to think that you have to be 6'0" or taller to be attractive. I think it's just stupid. Yeah, height is only like a social construct that's meant to be like, you have to be a certain amount of inches tall before you're anything. No, there are definitely a lot of people who think that height does matter. There is a significant amount of people who do think that height is like a significant factor. I think it's dumb. I'm not a short person, but I'm also not like super tall. I'm like very middle. Like I don't see a reason to bother with it. It's the same as the people who think that having a big dick is useful as well. I find it so funny how people are like, oh, you need to have a big dick, bro. But they clearly do not understand female or male anatomy if they think that. Cope more, Aeon. I don't need to cope. I mean, this is definitely copium, but it's like, I don't need to cope. I'm coping for you guys. I'm 6 foot. I don't need to cope. Also, yeah, I'm 100% coping, by the way. My stepbrother is 14 years old. He's 6'2". My brother is 14 and 6 foot fucking 2. I'm 100% coping, dude. Fuck that shit. Me when I can never post family photos on like Instagram, like from Christmas and shit, because my stepdad, he's like 6'5" or whatever. He's tall as shit. And then my stepbrother is 6'2" and 14. So I look like a god. I look so tiny in comparison to them. And then I post and people are like, haha, Aeon short, lol, XD. And I'm like, I'm 6 foot. And they're like, doesn't matter, still short, L.